Hi, guys.
Hi, what's up? How are you?
Hi, debattama. I'm fantastic. Hi, Karanvir. How are you? Okay, I'm not sure that we can get Karanvir's audio.
Yeah.
Debattama, can you hear him?
No, I can't hear him.
Okay, so KB, you want to go and make a different entrance? KB, we cannot hear you still. I can see your lips moving. Is it better? I don't think that it's better. So Karen, can you go out and join again? So we'll
Yeah.
Yeah. Debattama, how are you?
I am amazing and
You look good.
Thank you so much. So do you. You look amazing, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have over 1,000 people with us already. Isn't that exciting?
Of course, it's lovely. I can't thank enough. I can't thank enough to all of you, to all of South Africa and all the countries. Oh, so much for loving Mismatch and loving us.
Yeah. It's so exciting. It is so exciting. Karanvir is back. Can we hear your audio now?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's good this time.
It's back.
Yes. Finally, we can hear you. We can hear you. Okay, so real quickly, let me add Stephanie from our Johannesburg, South Africa community. Because listen, the acceptance for Mismatched in Nigeria, in South Africa, literally the entire continent of Africa was just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Well done to you guys. Well done.
Well done to everybody in the team.
Yes, indeed. So let's wait for a few seconds, see how soon Stephanie from Starlife South Africa will join us. You guys look well. You look well, and that's exciting. How are your families as well? How are they?
We are good. We're absolutely wonderful, and I hope you guys are good as well.
Yes, we are. We totally are. We really, really are. So I'll keep trying. I'm not going to get tired of trying to add our South Africa fam here, because they, of course, make a huge chunk of the fan base as well. So I'll just see if they're back here. Can't see them back here. But I'll keep trying. I will not get tired. We'll keep trying. But, I would try to add them back. I would like to hear from you, debattama. When you hear just how much Africans generally love Mismatched, how does that make you feel, seeing how they have accepted the show?
I was overwhelmed and I was very, very, very happy and I was glad, because this is what we never expect. We hardly can expect this kind of love. And I'm really thankful to them, I can't thank them enough, and I'm glad. I'm just too happy.
How about you, Kibby?
First of all, I would like to thank them for flooding my emails, and I have literally no space left. And it's Google who's asking me to pay up more. So thank you for that, guys, for all the emails of the love. More than welcome.
Brilliant. Good. That's good to know. So, we feel like we know you guys as actors on Mismatched, because the story is a really beautiful one. And of course, it's also relatable in a sense. But before we go to that, we'd like to know a few things about your personal lives, right? I'm curious about how you started in acting. How did it begin for you? Talk to us about just, growing up and deciding to go into the movie industry.
Karanvir?
Ladies first.
All right. Ladies first.
This time? This time we should ask this handsome gentleman to, answer
Okay,
this
gentlemen
question
first.
I,
So yeah, you go first.
okay, am I going first now then?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I've been born and brought up in a city which is predominantly known for Bollywood. It's called Mumbai in India. And somewhere down the line, every second person we meet is either talking about the movies or is in the movies. So somewhere down the line, I knew that this was my calling. I used to go to cinemas and I used to feel elated about the work that these people do and the kind of effect they have on me. So I wanted to be part of that journey. I wanted to have an impression on people and do something good so that they can remember me. So I think that's when it started. When I started in college, I think I got used to cinema and looking at it in detail. Then on, it's just been all good.
How about you, debattama? How did it begin for you?
I never thought of acting. Like, I wanted to be a singer. Yeah, I wanted to be a singer. And I was so excited in co-curricular activities. I mean, in school, I used to participate in competitions. And I had this thing, I wanted to do something in this field, but my parents were like, we wanted to become a professor or something. Just imagine. They wanted me to become a professor or or an IPS officer. This was my mom's wish. But somewhere I knew my calling. Even my father wanted me to join, he wanted to teach me something like AutoCAD, which is an engineering thing. But I told my father, Dad, I'm going to make my own way, just leave that to me. So this is how it started, my interest, and everything. So this is how I started. I knew I had to do something in this field. So acting, I don't know. My mom informed me all of a sudden that there's this audition going on, just go and give. I was like, singing and dancing, okay, Mama, I understand, but let's try it out, and this is how it started.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So did you grow up in Mumbai, KV? Where did you grow up?
Where in Mumbai?
Where did you grow up? Did you grow up in Mumbai?
Yeah. I'm born and raised in Mumbai.
Lovely. How about you, debattama? Where did you grow
I
up?
belong from a very beautiful yet small place, Silchar, Assam. And the language is completely different over there. So, Hindi is a different language for me. So I belong from that place. People dream a lot.
Yeah, we have been in India. I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of that. So it changes according to the state that you're living in and your any district, state you're part of. So, but I think she's wonderful in Hindi. That it's our prestigious language.
What is the best part of being an actor? KV,
what's the best part of being an actor?
Yes. Apart from, of course, the fans.
KV and his songs, guys.
Okay, so apart from that, what is the other exciting thing about being an actor? Do you get a lot of free stuff? Do you get, reduced prices when you go shopping?
Actually, it's the other way around, when buying a car, and as soon as they got to know that's me, they're like,
oh dear,
you got to pay a little extra because we know you have it.
How about you, debattama? What's the best part of being an actor for you?
When I was young, I used to, I had different ambitions. Sometimes I wished to become a scientist, a doctor, a teacher. And the best part is, I could play the roles. You get to play so many roles and different roles, basically. That is not you. That is completely different. And you feel alive all of a sudden in a different character. So I think that's the best part,
Wow.
Apart from all that, all the, love that you get, of course, I'm always thankful and grateful, like I say. KV, I don't know what he's doing over there. What are you doing?
I'm trying to play with filters.
He's playing with the filters. Oh my days.
Sorry, am I distracting you?
What?
No. Why? Why?
KV.
Sorry, guys. I'm on fire today.
You are.
Yeah. Thunder. Oh my god.
So let's talk about Mismatched real quick. We're having a really hard time joining Starlight SA, but we'll keep trying. I've been trying to send that request and accept as well. Network is funny, so we apologize, but not to worry. I'll keep trying. How did you get to make Mismatched? Did you hear about an audition? Were you reached out to by maybe the producers of the show? How did you come about being a part of Mismatched? Debattama, please go first.
Mister, you want to take this?
No? You should fix your filter first.
Okay, no filters from today. It's an unfiltered chat. Let's have an unfiltered
Yes,
chat.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a lot of fun, especially when you're sitting in a boxers.
So, Debattama, let's hear you. How did you come about being a part of Mismatched?
Okay, so I auditioned for it. I mean, I was planning to go back to my hometown, and I thought that let's take a short break. And I wanted to go back, but I ended up giving this audition, and then they shortlisted me. Hi, hello, welcome. So they shortlisted me, and then things happened. I mean, I went for a look test. The first time I met KV, and then we had a look test and everything. And there was this last moment, and then I was shortlisted and selected for the role Anokhi, as Anokhi Balla.
Nice.
Yes.
How about you, KV?
I was literally this close to not doing the show.
Ouch.
Why?
Yes, we were just trying to match our time and trying to come to a conclusion and I think the makers were also taking their time, as to who Shaurya could be. And I literally told them that there's nobody else who can play it better than me. Very humbly, of course.
Typical Shaurya
that's what they like about
thing.
Shaurya. They said that's
Typical Shaurya
Shaurya.
Typical Shaurya.
Yes, exactly.
So when you read the script, how did you feel about the story? How did you feel about in fact the character you were going to be playing? Did you love it at first? Did you feel like it would take a while? Did you have any inhibitions whatsoever? How did you feel about the story when you read the script? KV, go first.
Okay, I'll go in first for this. To be honest, I've always loved this character in its totality, but I hated him in the beginning. I hated Shaurya because I was like, I cannot relate to him. Because I have an immense amount of respect for women, in general.
I still used to
for me to be a person who's patriarchal or a bit of a chauvinistic person, I think that's something that I could not relate to. So I had to find ways to convince myself that what this person is doing is the right thing. So I hated him, and then eventually I started loving the character as how he transformed into Anokhi.
How about you, Anokhi? If you ask me, I was scared. I was so scared. Yes, of course. I mean, the story somehow matched with my struggle, and so I related to it. But the character, Anokhi and Debattama, I am more fun-loving, and I answer, but in a different way. Like in a very, blunt yet fun way, you can say. And Anokhi is more serious and reserved, if you see. So I had lots to learn, and of course, Mr. Shaurya Sabharwal was there. And I used to look at him and I was like, God save me. Oh my gosh. So, but it worked out well somehow for the show and for everything. And then we bonded as he's one of the best buddies, I didn't consider now. So after that, yeah, I felt relaxed. So Yeah.
So let's go to the plot of the story, right? The professor-student relationship. I think it's interesting that you, the Batman, said you wanted to be a professor as a child. But I mean, when you see the way the story came to be, it's not your typical Bollywood story. It's not even your typical love story. It's professor-student. I mean, how did that make you feel? And what did you think about it?
The topic is bold enough, and it was so real. I mean, there was no questioning to this topic, because it's very real in this life, but hardly anyone questions it. But in India, okay, we can explain it better. How people think about professor-student relationship. And hi, welcome again.
Oh, finally. Big round of applause.
South Africa is in the house.
Yay!
Finally,
Namaste.
it's not quite audible. I don't know. I can't hear her.
Yeah.
Stephanie, right?
Stephanie, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
I can't.
Awesome.
No, it's much better.
All right. Okay, all the way from the trying to catch you all the way. You were in the middle of answering your
So, Shakhi, can you say namaste to us as well?
Namaste.
All right. Oh, lovely. Namaste. And how do you greet everybody there? Like, what do you say?
Yeah.
So in South Africa, we say "San Bonani," which means hello.
What do you say?
Yeah. We say "San Bonani." That's hello in Zulu.
In Zulu.
Sani Bonani.
Sani Bonani.
Yes, that's it. Very close.
Sani Bonani.
You should get ready.
All right, lovely. So I'm going to be answering. Can you repeat the question for me, please, if you don't mind? Professor-student
relationship. When you look at the fact that it's not a typical story, it's not a very typical story that's being told literally anywhere. How did getting cast to act that kind of story make you feel? How did you deal with that?
Actually, to be honest, that kind of a story or any other story that you say, as long as you have conviction and you have the right intention of making a point across but not emphasizing on that, I think it's pretty real. I think the reason people relate to mismatched or in India is because it's real. We are not trying to portray anything fictitious, I mean, it is a segment of fiction, of course, but it has to be very human and it should have the right intention. So if you do something with the right intention, and even if you notice, Shaurya does step down as a professor in order to go ahead in his personal life. So it just makes sense,
Thank you for that. Stephanie, you want to continue from here?
Yes, so there's been a lot of comments, regarding guys' chemistry on screen, so we just want to maybe just give us a little bit of, tell us what the experience was working so closely together, getting to know each other's characters, also getting to know each other personally. Maybe just walk us through your guys' relationship on screen.
I think she could do that first.
So the thing is, there was a network glitch that is happening.
Could you not hear her? She's saying, take us through your journey. She's saying, take us through your journey, actors, and how Shaurya and Anuki and their relationship and their bond was appreciated and the magic that they create. I think so.
She's like, I think so. Okay. KV, would you like to go ahead with this question first?
Yeah, so she basically wanted me to speak through. It's really nice. Okay, anyways, I'll take the question. Um, uh, so the thing is that we always knew this is one of the best love stories which, by far, that we've come across. It is very real. It's very relatable. It's very it has this magic about it. I mean, it's because there's the simplicity with which you portray things, a simple gesture, or like the possessiveness of Shaurya, or you know, and the love of Anokhi, like where she realizes that she's in love with Shaurya, and she keeps it very real. She says, my ambitions and my life. Love can be a part of my life, but it can't be my life. So we need to deal with that. And I think that kind of a say, and that's what makes it more relatable. I think that, we try to be very real. So I think the reality is always much more easily appreciated, I feel.
The authenticity. Everyone's always looking for that authenticity. And it just comes across easily.
Like Karan said, it was like very real. And somewhere while I was playing Anokhi, I got to learn so many things which in India we often don't point out, or we don't even say or speak anything about it. But in the show, she was always focused towards her ambition, and she knew that she had to speak up. So this is what I loved about it. And there are certain Indian norms and culture that we have to follow. But she questioned regarding all those norms as well. Which you never question. A new bride can never question, but she did, and she was always focused with that. So this is what made it more, real. Because in reality, one should speak about themselves, and each and every girl should, let others know about what they want. Not only, it should not be like someone is imposing everything, on them, and they're just accepting it without even, speaking out. Like, so it was real in that way as well. So I guess people got to relate. Yeah.
There's some kind of a noise from
I want to ask you guys, do you think that Mismatched has had an impact on, what people are sort of used to culturally about women not going after their careers and their ambitions?
Yes.
How much impact do you think it has had on the society? Because it's something that even we face in Africa.
In India, there are, conservative families. Like, they're very conservative in a way that, there are certain things that girls should not do, and they should be restricted in certain things. The best part of Anokhi, which I felt, is, she was a rebel in this entire family. She fought with her father. She let her father know, okay, this is what I want and you can't stop me. Even, the day that she was about to get married, she told her husband and the entire family that, I have to go and give this exam, or, this is what I want to do. And it was, too good where Shaurya supported Anokhi, and just little things when you see, like many people, I got so many DMs from so many girls saying, the character has inspired them in such a way that they also took a step in their life to move ahead with their ambitions. So this is the best thing that I can get, Yes, this feels absolutely amazing,
Absolutely. I would like to second that. I mean, that's a worldly issue somewhere down the line. It goes to individual families who have a different opinion about a lot of things. But I think what we can take away from Shaurya and Oki is that if something is good for the person and the family, then you need to do it. You need to put it individualistically first. If it's harming the person, then that doesn't matter if you want to do anything else for the pride of the family. So I think the right kind of support, a woman supporting a man supporting a woman, understanding each other, the relation, because you see the complexities, like Khan and Asta, they're not together, but they're still in love. They said it doesn't matter if we get divorced. That doesn't mean our love
Yes,
become
the parents.
less. It doesn't matter if Shaurya changes for Anokhi. It's not because he wants to change for her for the better, so that I think he can have her in his life and be a better man. And it's okay if the family can accept a woman, and her ambitions, because that's the right kind of approach, and that's required. So I think if people can take away all of that and break those age-old norms, I think you're going to have a better world.
Yep.
That is the truth. I think personally I can relate to all of that.
Yeah.
And I think our fans can definitely, especially our female fans, can definitely relate to that and can take something away from that. And just thinking about our fans, so a few of them did have a couple of questions that they wanted us to find out from you guys. So we're just going to
Look at your smile. So many questions.
Okay. So, was because there's a hashtag Shakhi. I'm not sure if you guys know about it. But it's hashtag Shakhi, so Shaurya and Anokhi put together. And they just wanted to know, what was your guys' favorite scene putting together from start to finish? One of your favorite scenes?
I don't know. I don't think we have all our scenes are our favorite, actually, because we had a lot of fun. I think I used to enjoy the scenes that Shaurya used
What's
to
with your
tease and
expression?
what?
Even they could notice this thing. You were like, I think there's this.
You have to pick one.
No, I think, to be honest, I don't know. I mean, we got to collectively come to a singular scene, which we like. But to be honest, I used to like all the scenes where Shaurya used to tease Anokhi. You remember the college scene where he's like trying to tease her, he's like trying to not be a professor, but a husband.
And also,
makes her miss the bus so that she's late for a
and
seminar.
also Shaurya, getting angry and doing stuff which he shouldn't do. For example, forgetting to wear full clothes and stuff, and all those fun parts, and then Kanchan teasing him.
So, are you an angry Shaurya fan? Is what you're saying? Through all of South Africa.
I'm grinning so much. There's more fun questions, definitely.
Oh, what would you say would be one of the most challenging scenes that you guys had to do? And just walk us through what was challenging about it. How did you get through it?
I guess it was where, Shaurya, we call it sindoor, vermilion, He put that, forcefully on Anokhi's forehead, saying, you are my wife from now on. Actually, this entire sequence was very long and...
The secret marriage.
Secret marriage, of course, in that little temple. And so that was very hard. I mean, because he was also not well, basically. He just recovered from COVID, and he had to learn all his dialogues. And the dialogue, we had too many dialogues, where we had to speak a lot and full of emotions and everything. And it was very tough. But
yeah, that scene was challenging because we didn't want to, compromise. As an actor, it's also your responsibility to deliver as much and more to the script. And so I think we both knew this was the most highlighted scene because as soon as I got out of my vanity room, the first thing that my executive producer told me was like, he said, all the best. I said, you've never wished me all the best. What is scene? He said, you know now why I'm wishing you, because this scene is very important. So please don't mess it up.
And also, we didn't want to break the flow. And we were like, hey, let's do it in one go. Let's try that at least. And we were like, before, there were so many pages, and we were like, okay, revision. We really had to go through, and we had less time. We had less time, and we had to complete.
Yes. If you
Yeah,
notice,
the
it
sun was
spreads
going
over.
down, and
It spreads over 2 episodes.
Yeah.
The whole interaction and the culmination as well. I think the most important thing as an artist that we face is physical and mental, labor that we have to go through, which everybody goes through. I mean, the whole crew goes through it. So we won't take it away from that. But we remember the path that we were walking on. That was absolutely filled with gravel, and out of respect in India, what we do is that if you have a mandir, a temple, we have to remove our shoes and enter the temple. So we had to do it out of respect. We wanted to do it out of respect. And the whole floor was of gravel. And I remember when they asked me to run and come behind the kid, I'm like, you want me to run on this? All right. So my first thing was, not very short.
Not very
sure. Physical part of it, I think she was very strong. She walked on it like she was Michael Jackson, So she was walking her way through it. And emotionally, yes, it was really draining. I was.
Yeah, it was.
And I remember
we had tears the entire time, and it was so emotional and everything. It was very exhausting also after a time, because you were tired somewhere. Internally you were just tired, and you still had so much to do, and still you had to make sure that you gave your best. Not compromise on what you act. I mean, it should not feel like you acted, rather than it should feel so real that people could feel it. Yeah.
So it was good.
Natural opportunity. There's more fun questions, Stephanie.
So what's one thing that you would take from your character's life and just incorporate into your like, what is one characteristic from your character that you really admire and you just want to carry on and adopt it into your life?
I'd like to be a topper.
Like to be what?
Oh, you want to top it?
I'd like to be.
Yes,
of
you're
course.
excel in the studies.
Yes.
So basically, you've told the entire country how good you are in studies.
No, I mean, I was good, but I couldn't top it. I was not the topper. So of course, I want to be the topper.
Right.
How about you, Sharia?
I think I would want to take Shaurya's money more than anything else. He's loaded.
I love that. I know people have been asking why you're so inactive on Instagram. Is there a reason why?
Sorry?
People have been asking why you're so inactive on Instagram.
Who, me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm very moody. I mean, yes, I have lots and lots of pictures, but then sometimes I just meditate. Sometimes you'll find me, I don't know, watching movies and everything. And
Basically, the answer they're looking forward to is that, yes, guys, I will be more active from today. Just
yes, and then very soon after.
and the other fans, of course, fans all over the world and in India as well.
So I'm curious, Katie, if you were not an actor, what would you be?
I would be in South Africa, jamming.
I didn't get your question only.
I don't know.
Really?
Why not?
What would you be, really?
Never thought about it, so that's the first thing that came to my mind. But you know what? To be honest, I recently did a car commercial that I played an astronaut, and I think I like space a lot. So I like I don't know. I just get maybe an astronaut to answer your question.
Okay, that's not bad. How about you, debattama? If you were not an actor, what would you be?
Okay. A rebel queen with guns and everything, hustle and drizzle kind of stuff, with all such things, and that's
Basically, you want to be a video game character.
No, please, no.
Grand Theft Auto, GTA. Or is it Lara Croft?
Wow, a rebel queen, huh?
Rebel Queen.
So in Mismatched, right? Shaurya proposed to Anoki, and it was just lovely. But Anoki, if you were to propose to Shaurya, how would you have done it?
I guess Anoki I don't know. Huh? What did you say?
He said he didn't give you an opportunity to propose. He said that you're married to me. Forget about proposals.
Okay.
How would you propose
I
as
never thought
an
of it.
Come on.
Yeah.
You would go down on one knee.
Think about it now.
P.S. Yes. I guess she would just write a letter and then run off from that place,
Oh wow.
Where she'd write I love you, because she was such kind of a girl who could never utter such words because she was shy and she could not speak in front of him. She was so shy.
That's Anoki, but how would you do it? How would you do it?
How would debattama do it?
Oh, I am very open. If I like
If
someone,
you would
I'll be
write
like,
that letter
hey, listen,
and throw it on his
I
face.
like you. Would you like to go on a date with me?
Okay.
What? I just
Oh wow. Shari, you said that you would be in South Africa, but have either of you ever traveled to Africa? And would you ever, have you been here? Where have you been? How did you enjoy it?
I was about to, but unfortunately, due to my health issues, like when I was quite young, I planned to go to Cape Town and Johannesburg, but then the trip was cancelled due to something happened. I was quite young, so but I definitely love to visit someday.
Lovely. The closest that I've been to South Africa is, just watching all the lovely, beautiful cultural, magic that you guys have, and you guys are just so sweet. I mean, I love your language. It's just like you're, it's very sweet.
I love your dance form.
Yeah.
Oh, the dance. Very energetic.
Very, very well for our dance, our music, our good vibes. So I would definitely say make a plan to come through. We are ready to welcome you. I know South Africans are ready. They're waiting for you guys. So definitely
Lovely.
love to have you guys.
We'll try some.
I think all of Africa really would love to have you here. The entire continent would love to have you.
A lot of fun.
We love you guys. We really do. What's the most?
Jaya, everybody loves you guys. So I think you'd be very yeah.
Now let us ask you a question. When did you guys realize that Mismatch is the show that everyone's talking about, and how did this happen? I mean, how did this grow out of proportion?
So I mean, I can answer that from my end. So, Star Life is one of the most watched channels on satellite TV in Africa. right?
Right.
And Nigerians in particular love Bollywood. Listen, we love Bollywood so much. And, oftentimes when you visit, whether it's hospitals, when you visit stores, or you go to salons, sometimes that's what people are watching. It's like it's in your face. It's literally everywhere. Everyone is watching it, and then you find that people are having conversations as well around the show. It's like they now have their face. Like, oh no, I hate this person. No, I love that one. No, I want Anoki and Shoya to get married, and everyone is looking forward to literally every time, because it's like, okay, maybe tomorrow they will be together, or maybe the other tomorrow they will be together. And so it's a culture for us. And it's also a thing with families also. It's sort of like how families sort of bond. Everyone sits around and watches a nice soap opera. And yeah, Mismatched definitely is one of such shows that people would definitely watch and just bond over. And, so yeah.
And I think just going back to what you guys commented on earlier about that authenticity, I think people like content that is relatable to them, and they can find the look of themselves in there. And I think that's why the show has actually done so well, because it touches on, topics that people are experiencing every day. When it comes to, we're all trying to find our person, and I think that's something that it makes it a little bit more relatable, and it gets people hooked. I'm not gonna lie, I watched one episode in the beginning and I was like, this is it, and you just get hooked. You don't even know how it happened. It just happened. So I think just go on that authenticity and just looking for something real and relatable.
And have you seen the number of followers on Instagram? I mean, that's a good way to just measure. Have you seen the followers? There are tons of them. Starlife Africa and Starlife SA. That should tell you that people are watching this, And there are communities as well that do like updates and summaries after every episode. Just like, so, Shari and Anoki this week. Let's go for it. There are YouTube channels and all of those things. So, I mean, come on. It's easy to tell that, you have a really huge following in Africa. So, yeah.
Really
So it's February, and it's the month of love, of course. One question that is on the lips of just about everybody who's watching. Are you guys dating in real life? What is your relationship off screen?
We are.
Let me ask you a question. Are you dating anybody? Yeah? Have you dated an Indian man before?
No.
Because once you try that spice, you won't find anything else nice.
What is wrong with you?
Oh my goodness.
Have you dated an Indian man before?
Never. Very interesting, but never. Once you do though, so I think I'm interested. So let me just put that in there.
Oh my goodness. Debattama, would you please answer the question for us?
No, we are not dating, of course. And we are just amazing buddies. I
She
mean,
just
I
refused my proposal. Oh, thank you for the love.
Such a drama queen.
But if you guys are not dating, how were you able to get the kind of chemistry that you have on the show? Because that chemistry was crazy.
I know, right?
How come?
It's actually the characters. It's well written, It's just I don't know. It's just how you write it and how you direct it. I think it's a writer's medium after all,
And also, we try to.
We actually used to
The
meditate
characters, basically.
before going for the scene. We used to meditate. We used to hum chemistry 3 times. And the chemistry.
Oh my God! Just shut up.
We used to say chemistry twice, chemistry. And then we used to feel it. And we used to go for it. We had all the chemistry inside.
I believe you.
So lame.
Not.
No. Oh my god.
I think the fans did, everybody sees it for sure. Before we wrap things up with one more request, a special request, since we both know that you love music. Someone said they wanted to be a singer, so
Oh
we
my
wanted to grace us with your wonderful voices. Yeah, sing for us the title sequence of the show.
Jo Tera Hovega.
Yeah.
You want us to sing that?
Yes.
Would you like to start?
Hey, shut up. I'm not starting anything. You continue. I think they've had enough of entertainment from me today.
Don't you worry. Just keep it coming.
इश्क दवा है इश्क है मरहम इश्क है रूह के जिनो प्यार करे जो पागल अजकल अखन लोगोनो है बने किनारे मंजिल वाले नो कि तू जरूर पा देगा जो तेरा होएगा जरूर आएगा पावे किन्ने भी हो यारा चलना दूर जाएगा जो तेरा होएगा जरूर आएगा
Beautiful.
I thought of that.
So sweet. Oh, so sweet. So, what is your plan for Valentine's this year?
We're coming to South Africa.
Oh my goodness. You have jokes
From the airport.
and mine is following Katie to South Africa.
Well, this has been so much fun. It has been so much fun. Thank you guys so very much for taking time out to join us on this live. Your fans have been commenting non-stop in the comments, and we're sure that even after today, they will besiege your DMs just to tell you how awesome a time they had on this live. So thank you guys so much. We wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you. Thank you for
so
being
much.
such a lovely host. Thank you
Thank
to
you
Starlight.
for having us. And
Yeah,
thanks
and
to the
to
entire
Zimbabwe,
continent for
Uganda,
loving us so
Nigeria,
much.
everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. I
Everyone.
just don't want to name
Zambia, everyone. Like,
all of you guys. Thank you so much for
the
your support.
entire continent. Thank you so much.
We will see you pretty soon.
Thank you. Thank you, debattama. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you so much.
Chemistry. Namaste.
Namaste. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye. Take care.